Well, we're really playing defense and we're rebounding the basketball. Although we didn't rebound the ball as well against Wagner, but we're really defending and rebounding. And defending and rebounding are things that can be consistent over the long haul. You really have a lot of control. Offense sometimes comes and goes. Sometimes you shoot the ball well, sometimes you don't. So hopefully our defense can carry us through some spurts of not scoring the ball well. But so that's our biggest positives. I think we're playing very hard. Our guys are super emotionally invested in what we're trying to accomplish defensively, and I think defense is something that can have some staying power and some consistency.
Personally, I think Bryant is a way better team than their record shows, and they have some really good individuals. And I mean, as far as you know, they rely heavily on a three-point shot, and I think everybody's still remembering last year's, and I think we played like combined of five overtimes in 2 games, and we had to win every single game like 3 or 4 times, their place at our place. And I mean, they came back because of their three-point shooting ability, and they have bigs that can shoot. They have really good guards, so it's a really important game for us, especially after losing the first game at home, and especially in the conference. I think home games are really important.
I think, again, we need to establish our identity as a defensive team that rebounds and physically imposes our will on the game. So I think that's a big key is they can score points. They're not as good defensively as they've been, but they can score points. In a loss last night, they had 55 points in the second half. So if they score 55 points in the second half against us, tomorrow that probably will not be a positive result. So I think we got to really come in focused defensively. They have some very talented offensive players, some good individual talent that have the capability of scoring big numbers. So stay focused on the game plan, make them work, get the first rebound, hold them to 1 shot, and then let's get out and transition. Transition really helps us offensively. And when we've had our good offensive games this year, and there haven't been enough of them, but when we have is because we got the first rebound and we've gotten out and run in transition. So we have to continue to do that.
Talking about Mounts and Marys, I mean, again, we all still remember we lost that game in first round of playoffs last year, and it was a really close game. It was a 1-possession game with less than a minute to go, and we ended up losing. So I think we still owe them one. And road games are tough anywhere, and especially in this conference.
They're going to get some shots. We got to make sure they're all contested, and they have to earn every basket. You can't give any wide open threes. You have to make sure that they're guarded on the catch and contested. And they're going to make some, and they're going to get a lot up. But you got to make sure that if we contest them and make them take tough ones the whole game, we think that they'll miss their fair share, and enough will help make them miss enough to help us win. But I think one way you create a little more disruption when you pressure the ball, and we can do some different things in the post and on ball screens, but really ball pressure I think is the biggest key to kind of disrupting offense and creating some turnovers.
Of course, the opening of the conference play, we played San Francisco Brooklyn at home, and I mean, it was a tight game with less than 4 minutes to go, and we ended up losing. We know what hurt us at home. They hit 14 threes, I think. So I think that was the biggest keys to their win. And I think going to their place, if we just eliminate a few of those threes, and I think we're going to be fine because we already played them. We know what they can do, and we just have to execute the game plan a little bit better.
Our game plan I thought was solid. We really defended them. We gave up a few too many threes. They had 14 threes, which was their season high. So we're certainly going to have to push up on three-point shooters a little bit tighter. We got the ball inside. We got to the free throw line. We just missed a ton of free throws. So I think we stick with the game plan. We just got to do it a little bit better. Get to the free throw line again, make some free throws, finish some plays a little better, and get out on shooters. And if we can do that, we'll have a chance. We'll have a chance on the road. I mean, every game is big. When you can win games on the road, it makes a huge difference. It's a different environment, and it just shows that your team is resilient and can overcome some things in a different environment. So, winning on the road is something that's very difficult in college basketball, and if you can get two road games, it's just a big advantage because not many teams are going to do that during the year.